Hey, we're going to make some enchilada sauce. It's pretty easy, and once you do, you probably won't go back to the old way ever again. However, one thing you have to keep in mind is that you have all of your ingredients ready at the get-go because this sauce goes fast. A combination of dry ingredients. It is 3 tablespoons of flour, 1 tablespoon chili powder, 1 teaspoon cumin, a ½ teaspoon garlic powder, a 1/4 teaspoon oregano, and a 1/4 teaspoon salt. And just to give it a little bit of flavor, there is a pinch of cinnamon in there. We also have 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 cups of vegetable broth. I am using chicken this time because I didn't have any vegetable broth, and this is the way I'm rolling. And we also have 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Now into your pan, you place 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and you get that going and you get that heated up and starting to shimmer. And when it's hot enough to, when you drop in a pinch of your flour mixture, it sizzles, then it's ready to roll. All right. My oil is kind of hot, and I am going to add my flour and dry ingredients and whisk them like crazy till they're all combined. And I am going to cook them till it becomes fragrant. It doesn't take very long. Oh, that's looking very, very fragrant, and I can smell the spices, and it's just blooming. And this is what makes the sauce so flavorful. Now, I am going to add my tomato paste. And we'll whisk that in. Okay, that's mixed up pretty good. Now I am going to pour in my broth. I'm going to whisk it a bit. And slowly add in the broth as I whisk. And you can see why I had all of my ingredients measured out first. Okay, that looks pretty smooth. I'm going to turn up my heat a bit again. And I'm going to simmer it for 5 to 7 minutes. All right, so I simmered my sauce for 5 minutes, stirring constantly, whisking it. So it turned out nice and yummy. There is my sauce. So I have cooked up my sauce, and I just whisked in a teaspoon of vinegar and a couple of grinds of black pepper. This is all it is to make a plain and simple enchilada sauce. It's actually very, very good and better than the store-bought cans any day of the week. Now I'm getting ready to assemble my Fauxtisserie Chicken Enchiladas. I have in this large bowl 1 large chopped onion, a couple of good handfuls of Mexican style cheese, and the chicken left over from our Fauxtisserie chicken, all diced up good. And to that I am adding a tablespoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of cumin, and a teaspoon of salt. I've combined those ingredients and I'm adding about a tablespoon of chicken broth to give it a little bit of moisture. Next, I am going to heat up my enchilada sauce with about half a cup of sour cream. I like to add the sour cream when I am making my chicken, cheese, and onion enchiladas. Other enchiladas, I just usually leave the sauce, just a plain red sauce. Okay, that looks like it's stirred up really well, and we're going to let that heat up just a little bit, and we will be dipping our tortillas into this mixture. Okay, we're ready to make some tortillas and some chicken, cheese, and onion enchiladas. So I have got in a frying pan my enchilada sauce and a half a cup of sour cream that I have whisked together and warmed up. Now I'm going to take a tortilla, dip it in this mixture, and then I will roll the chicken, onion, and cheese mixture inside of it and place it in a prepared 9x13 pan. Get my tortilla and I'm dipping it in and placing it on a plate. I am putting my mixture of chicken, cheese, and onions into the inside of my tortilla, and I'm rolling it up. And there will be some sauce left on the plate. I'm going to take this now and move it over to my pan. So again, it's tortilla, chicken, cheese, and onion mixture. And this is all kind of an approximation of how much you want. And you roll it up and put it in the pan. So I've got all of my enchiladas rolled up. I made 10 very large plump enchiladas. And now I am going to sprinkle some cheese over the top. You can see my pan of enchiladas. Don't they look good? They're nice and saucy. If I have any extra sauce, I always spread it on top just to make it nice and moist when it bakes. And then I spread a combo cheese over the top, and they are ready to bake. So I've got my enchiladas in the oven, 350 degrees for 45 minutes. They should be good. And finally, after about 45 minutes in the oven, my enchiladas are done.